I cannot say that enough. Listen, I'm not the first person that said it. I'm not the last person that said it. And the reason everyone says it is because it grows your hair. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. I am JC. If you are new here, from JustLostJC here. Oh, whatever. Okay, so this video is going to be about how you can maximize your growth. Your hair will grow. Is a money back what guarantee? I am giving you the real deal Holyfield. I'm even going to throw in some random little tips that you might be like, what? What's the reason for that? But I do it, so I'm going to throw it in there for you lot, just in case you're looking to really maximize your growth. But yeah, winter is here. This video was inspired by the fact that I just went outside, I came back and I was like, it is really cold. And I know that there are a lot of people that are on this hair journey. I saw in my last video, you guys were commenting up and down that you couldn't believe how much hair that I was able to grow and how good my hair is looking and that we're continuing on this journey together. And I was like, yes, we are continuing on this journey together. And now we're in a different season. We're in winter, so you need to make sure you update your routine in a way that makes sure that your hair continues to thrive even when it is cold. Of course, this is for people that live in colder climates. If you live in warmer climates, you can still apply these rules, but you're a bit more lucky. The rest of us, we're freezing, B. We're freezing, all right? So that's what this video is for. It's for the people them that are cool, live in cooler climates, and still want to keep their hair popping and nice and ting and ting. All right? All right. Okay, we're gonna start off strong. Some of you guys, once you hear this one, you're gonna scramble. You're gonna scramble like egg. I can't come and kill myself. It's the truth. It's how I feel. Number one, do not do wash and goes. Point blank, period. Do not do wash and goes, full stop. Do not do wash and goes, and I don't want to hear what? Pim. Okay? Oh. Pull your yeah. Pull that your yeah. How many times did I say do not do wash and goes, my dear? That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Because I'm saying don't do a wash and go. Hello? I think they hung up on me. It's okay. I'm just gonna say it. If no one else wants to say it, I'm just gonna say it. If you live in a colder climate, and especially if you have type 4 hair, you know our hair is prone to be dry. It is prone to dry out. And I feel like in the summer, you can get away with wash and goes, especially if you're in a humid place like New York, because the hair is constantly picking up water. You guys know how it is. The shrinkage is real in the summer, especially if it's in a humid environment, because we're always, our hair is always in the water. But in wintertime, most places that I know that get really cold also have a dry, cold environment. New York is one of those places, and I'm just gonna bet where you're from, when it's cold, it's dry. Okay, that's why your lips are cracking, that's why your hands are dry all the time, your feet are dry, at least. Maybe I'm speaking for myself, maybe I'm preaching to the choir. Hello, comment down below. Comment down below if your feet are ashy right now. Cool. So the point is, it is really dry. So wash and goes, obviously all the strands are out. It's not a protective style. In fact, it is quite the opposite of the protective style, especially if you have type 4 hair, because of the fact that your hair is really in a shrunken state, so it's more prone to tangles. All the coils are individually doing what they're doing, and it's more prone to tangles. But not only that, because every strand is individually out in the wind doing what it's gonna do, it's more prone to dry out. So you put in all this lush product in your hair for your wash and go, and you step outside, and maybe in about an hour or two, that hair is, everything that you put in there is evaporated, okay? And by the time you get back 24 hours later, it's definitely gone, and you have to reapply and re-up, and I just don't see the point. So I would say just stay away from wash and goes. It's a few months. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you. This is extreme. This is if you really are on the hair journey. Some of you guys were commenting, you are tired of being stagnant, you want to see some growth. Somebody's gotta say it. Somebody's gotta say it. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what I know, okay? And clearly, my own protective style Johnny is working. Okwaya. The next one I'm gonna say, because I also do, deep condition every single wash day. every time you wash your hair, throw a deep conditioner in there, let it sit, let it canoodle, let it do what it has to do for 20 minutes to an hour, however long that you have. It doesn't have to be all day. I do mine, it's a good 20 to 30 minutes. Don't nobody got time to be sitting around for an hour letting their hair deep condition. Don't nobody have time to do an overnight kind of something. If you do, all the better, even better. But this is my pro tip: deep condition every time you wash your hair. Like I said, it is very cold. Your hair is already battling the elements. If you have type 4 hair, it is already prone to being dry. It is drying out constantly because of the cold. Whenever you're doing your hair, the best thing you want to do is put as much of whatever nutrients that you're trying to get into your hair. So there are different types of deep conditioners, as we know. There's moisturizing deep conditioners, and then there's the protein boost deep conditioners. And I'm sure there's some mixtures and concoctions in between. Whatever it is that you feel like your hair needs, it probably needs moisture. And if you feel like it needs protein, then do a quick little protein deep condition. But it definitely should need moisture. So at least every week you're doing, or not every week, every time you wash your hair, you're doing some kind of moisturizing deep conditioner, unless you need some protein. Or you could do a little mix of the two. Just something to give your hair an extra boost. I also like doing Ayurvedic deep conditions, which you mix all the powders together and put that on your hair. That gives it a boost of strengthening. The different powders have different things that they do. I have videos on it where I kind of explain what each powder does. But yes, that to me counts as a deep conditioner. That's one type of deep condition I can use. Just do some sort of deep conditioning. And I'm saying this because most people that are probably watching this channel do not wash their hair every day. Now, if you're a person that has straight hair, then I wouldn't suggest maybe deep conditioning every time, because that's a bit of overkill. But majority of the people that this channel is geared towards, that watch my videos, have some sort of curly hair and do not wash their hair every single day. Most people, I would say, watching this probably wash it once a week. And if you're like me, who washes it once every 3 weeks or once every 2 weeks, you definitely want to use a deep conditioner every time you wash. Another one, you guys know I have to say it because I'm rocking one right now: no manipulation and low manipulation protective styles. I cannot say that enough. I cannot say that enough. Listen. I'm not the first person that said it. I'm not the last person that said it. And the reason everyone says it is because it grows your hair. It is a pro tip, okay? It is a pro tip. You can get anywhere on Beyonce's internet, okay, and figure out that low manipulation and no manipulation protective styles are the best for hair length retention. Full stop. Whether you're doing cornrows and you're slapping a wig on top of that. In fact, I love wigs for the winter because then you are definitely isolating your hair from the elements. Now, I don't really wear wigs that much, but I do love when I wear a wig in the winter because I feel it's acting as a hat. It's acting as a hat, and it's acting as a protectant and a sealant to my hair underneath that is now warm. All the moisture is being kept inside. We just love it. We love to see it. So I love wigs. I love things like twists, and of course buns. Buns are a huge one. Even if you're not a fan of corn braids, if you have your hair in twists or individual braids, putting them in some kind of bun, tucking the ends. Ends, oldest part of the hair. Ends will dry out the quickest. Ends will be the things that break off and don't give you the length, or don't allow you to see the length that you're getting from the roots. So you want to protect the ends. Buns are a great way to do that, especially if they're not very tight and they're not causing tension around the hairline, because of course we want to protect that. We don't need any traction, alopecia. That leads me to my next point, which I'm speaking to you and I'm speaking to me, okay? I'm speaking to you and I'm speaking to myself. Listen, I'm slacking. Some days I'm slacking. I'm a slacker. Moisturizing your hair in your protective styles. So if you have a wig and you have your hair braided underneath, okay, just because I said the wig is covering your hair and is isolating it or insulating it from the cold does not mean that you don't need to moisturize it, okay? Keep an eye on it. Pay attention to it. Just because you're putting the wig on it doesn't mean that your hair has now disappeared until you decide that you are no longer wearing that wig. Your hair is still there. It's still on your scalp and it still needs to be taken care of. Me, I'm saying this, that I'm saying it to myself, because me too, that has twists. You know, I'll beef my twists up with the best. Everyone knows the products that work well for them, the products that give them the best moisture, the creams, the oil combination, the butters. I know all of that. Put it in my hair, and then I'll just a week go by and I'm tapped. actually tapped, and I'll be like, oh yeah, my hair is dry, I need to moisturize this. I have the butters, I have everything sitting around, if not just for me to go to the bathroom and actually do it, and I haven't done it. So I'm way better at that now. Like ever since the setback, I have not been like that because obviously I've been on this protective style journey. But before, when my hair was doing fine, oh my God, I was the biggest hypocrite. I would just be like, oh yeah, well, hey, my hair is looking good, is it not? Is my hair not looking good? Then what's the problem? No. Be on top of it. Those braids, moisturize them. You know the creams that work well, give those braids a tap, sink those in. Make sure you put the oil, especially quick plug in, okay? Me talking about products that I know work for me. This oil, I use it as a sealant. You guys see when I do my twists, I use this as a sealant. It really does seal in the moisture that my cream and the butters that I like to use give. But on top of that, you guys know what has really helped to boost my hair growth in the 7-month journey when I was regrowing my hair. You guys saw in the video that I had how much my hair looked so shiny and so healthy. This thing, I was using this on my scalp every week. 2 to 3 times a week. So every other day, sometimes I miss, sometimes I do. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm honest. At least I'm honest. 2 to 3 times a week. It's not every day I get it right. So sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. But this, with some scalp massage, directly on my scalp, massaging that in, I'm selling this oil if you need it. This is a hair boosting genie, jam-packed with 13 oils. Please go on the site, do yourself a favor and go to OMALICHILD.com and read the ingredients. They're all listed there. Nothing is hidden. Look at the ingredients and tell me that you've seen a oil that's jam-packed like that, okay? And if you haven't, now you've seen it, get yourself a bottle. The thing actually works. Have some coffee beans. Tell me if you've seen a oil with a coffee bean floated in there. This is mine, so don't mind how the bottle looks a bit like tattered and that. I'm using it. Listen, I use my stuff. I can't lie to you. I have it right by my bed so that when I'm there watching TV, getting a little bit of something. So everyone knows the products that work for them. I know the products that work for me, so it's just keeping it handy, keeping it where I can see it to remind myself, listen, it is winter time, your hair is dry, you need to add these products into your hair, even though you're protecting it, even though it's in a protective style. It's not protective style and forget. It's not set it and forget it, okay? It's set it and then come back to it, make sure it's moisturized, then forget it a bit, then come back, make sure it's moisturized again, then forget it a bit, and then come back. That's the journey that we're on. Okay, this is an extraordinary tip. It is focusing on the ends, moisturizing the ends. There are some times that I'm not moisturizing the rest of my hair, that I'm like, okay, I'm not getting the rest of my hair because I think it's good, but I'm going to re-moisturize my ends because it needs it. You need to pay attention to the ends, especially if you're trying to retain length. And I know a lot of you guys are, that's why I'm adding this tip in there. And it's what I've been doing as well. When I twist my hair and I'm really trying to be good and really trying to, ward off the split ends and the single strand knots and retain as much length as possible so I don't have to trim as much. What I do personally is I use butter. So I have a whipped shea butter mixture that I love. Oh my God. Of course I do it myself because we love to see it. But I have that and I put it on the ends of my hair, and then of course I top off with the oil. This is when I'm first initially twisting my hair. So when I'm twisting it, fresh out of washing it or whatever, the shower, I put it on my leave-in and everything from root to end, and then I twist my hair, and when I get to the end, now on top of that leave-in conditioner and the butter that I've added already, then on top of that I add a shea butter to my ends, and then on top of that again I add oil on top of that again and twist it up. That's what I do. And sometimes when my hair is like this in the twist and I feel, oh shoot, my ends feel really dry, sometimes I almost moisturize my whole hair, but then I'll go in again and do the ends with hit the ends with an extra, you know what I'm saying, extra cream if I feel like it needs a cream, and then oil on top. That's for those of y'all that said, you know what, the teacher gave me homework, but I'm gonna do the extra credit. You lot. So this is an extra pro tip. It's a tip that I used to use all the time when I was in school. Now, of course, my college and university did not have any dress code, so I was able to go through it, but of course, at your own discretion. And even if you do have a dress code, going from point A to point B, you can definitely use this trick, and this trick involves a head scarf, and then of course your hat. It is cold outside. I understand that people are trying to wear their hats, people are trying to wear their hoods. Understandable. I have a hat that I love wearing. I wear it all the time. But guess what? When I wear that hat, instead of just throwing on that wool hat that I know keeps my head warm, and I don't wear it that often, but I used to wear it a lot when I was in school because I had to walk longer distances, and listen, my scalp just couldn't take it. Yeah. I would put on my headscarf first and then put my hat on top of that. So I would be, if I would decide to wear my hat all day, because I was in school, college, they didn't really have a dress code, I could do that. With this, any hat can become a safe hat for your head. So I love this. You could use it under hoods too if you have to wear your hood to get to somewhere and you know the inside of your hood is lined with cotton and you feel like it's going to be rubbing. Listen, ain't no shame in my game. You put this on, and then when you get to school, you go to the bathroom, take it off, untie it, you're good. The same with the hat. If you're not able to wear a hat indoors and in your school, put this on. When you get from point A to point B, you take it off, take off the hat. Your hair is laid and slayed, honey. Another tip that I'm going to say, and this one is a really, really, really anal something. This one has to do with turtlenecks. I like my turtlenecks to have a very nice, secure, like it's not a turtleneck if it's loose. Like I'm going to need you to turtle my neck. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need you to tattoo my neck, okay? Okay. So I need all of that. But the thing is, my head to neck ratio is a bit, you see what I'm saying? It's a bit, you know, if I didn't have good posture, I might tip over. It's a bit of that, you know what I'm saying? So my head could be considered large in some circles. Yeah. So of course, then, putting on a turtleneck means that I'm like squeezing my head through. And I used to be like, first of all, I just mash up my hair. Makes all the frizzies come. Also, it's very rough. Some of my turtlenecks are very heavy duty. They're rough and I could just feel it like ripping on my hair. So I decided use the scarf trick again. This to me is a lifesaver. It's a pro tip for those in the winter that love turtlenecks. But you just throw this over your head like so. And you put on your turtleneck over this and it glides beautifully. No breakage. No ripping of your hair, no drying out the hair for 2 seconds. I love it. That, I'm sure most people know that, but for them out there that don't know, there we go. Those are my tips for growing my hair in the winter. Those are the tips that I use to grow my hair in the winter, and I am quite happy with the growth that I've gotten in winters past, and I know that that growth is going to continue on this winter. So if you want to get on the winning team, baby doll, then you're in the right place. Let me know if some of these tips were helpful. Also comment down below some of the tips that you have. Yo, spread the word, eh? Like, what are you talking about? Yo, spread the word, because you know what? Yo, like, guy, where I am in Scarborough, like, it's cold, dog. Like, it's so cold here in Canada. Like, send help, please send help. Please. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you are so inclined. I post some mediocre content. Love to see it. Also, definitely check out OMALICHILD.com. For those of you guys that have ordered the oil and love the oil, you can click the link below. There's a place where you can now add reviews to the site, which I added because so many of you guys were requesting it. So please, please, please go and put your reviews, because I will be sharing your reviews on screen. And that is it. That is all. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Mwah!